Welcome everybody to an episode of Flashback 15. Today we are taking a look at Generations Dirge. This is not a modern day figure. This guy is actually from all the way back in 2010. I feel that we don't get the same level of detail nowadays that we did in these type figures. And you know what? I really like the vehicle mode because it's not your stereotypical jet, you know, F whatever that Starscream and Thundercracker and Skywarp were. Plus, Generations was not trying to pull a gimmick. This was just a little bit more of a revamped version of Dirge. And I mean, and especially speaking of that, the colors. The colors are what really say, hey, this is Dirge. I'm really digging that. And you can see how he stacks up here to old Blackwing. And you know what? You can actually put these two guys on the same shelf, and then it's highly believable because their cockpits are about the same size. Their vehicle modes are very, you know, comparable. So, I mean, I'm really digging that. But what about his robot mode? And so here we have our Seeker. And you know what just stands out about him is how clean, how just, I mean, pristine he looks. And it's just a high gloss on him, but he is really cool looking. I mean, look at all the magnificent detail, not just how shiny he is, but look at all the different colors and how it pops and everything. And you know what? I had the version of the Seeker mold that was like Acid Storm and Starscream, but the reason that he has one up on them is these fins are so small that you don't really notice it from the front, but whenever you had wings similar to these up here, whenever they were pushed back, it was very noticeable. And that's one thing that I never really liked about the other Seekers. But again, Dirge is just killing it. So, I mean, on his own, independent, he is really awesome. Now, if you can see here, I believe that this is the same type of weapon that the other Seekers had. But let's go ahead and see how Dirge compares to a more recent figure. So when looking against Blackwing here, you can definitely tell that the old generation guys were just the slightest bit shorter than the taller deluxes that we've been getting in the more recent lines. Now, however, you know, looking at the motif, if you want to put them on the shelf together, you definitely could do that. But how does Dirge stack up, say, to the new Siege figures? Okay, so which one of these does not belong? Let's see, it's the guy that is not nearly as tall and the guy that doesn't look like he's been dragged through the mud. So yeah, sadly, size and paint apps, he really does not blend in very well with any of the new Siege figures. You know, okay, yeah, you can put him with him, but like you see here, he's really gonna stand out like a sore thumb. So it's definitely not a end of the world thing. And like I was mentioning before, Dirge on his own credit is really a great figure. And really guys, that I can't really brag on him anymore without, you know, saying like a broken record. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Generations Dirge. And until next time guys, we will see you in another review.